أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم دستور مدد مدد يا صاحب السيف شابك ذو ربني مدد مدد يا سلطان الأولياء أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طريقتنا الصحبة في الخير من جميع. This tariqat is based on association. The pir of our tariqat, Shahi Naqshbandi, is saying, following the sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, he says, Holy Prophet is saying, Deen nasihat, but we are not prophets. We don't give nasihat, we give sohbat. And this tariqat is based on sohbat. The sohbat is something that those who are looking, those who are seeking, those who are thirsty to find something, they will find. Those who came with their cups empty, their cups will get filled. One person speaks, that person may be appointed, that person may be a sheikh. It does not matter now. If that one is appointed, it may be me today, it can be you tomorrow. Anyone who is going to be appointed to represent, our duty is to obey that one and to follow that one. Not to look, who is that one that I have to obey? This one? Why I should be obeying this one? Why I should be listening to this one? I obey the high one, not this one. I'm looking for the highest one, not this one. Don't think that we are any better than Shaitan. Shaitan did the same thing. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, this creature that I've just created, this creature that did not even make one sajda to me, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding all the angels, and in reality all of creation, to make sajda, to make prostration to Adam alayhi salam, because Adam alayhi salam is representing Allah. It is Khalifatullah. And Adam alayhi salam is not just one person. Adam alayhi salam is carrying the seeds of all of humankind, of all of mankind. And all of mankind, they have been created to represent Allah. Angels, they are not created to represent Allah. The other ones, they are not created to represent Allah. Only man is created to represent Allah. So our purpose, our reason of creation is not small. It is not big. It is the biggest. What is bigger than representing Allah? And of course, in reality, the one who is representing Allah, as we say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. It is the Holy Prophet ﷺ. It is the light of the Holy Prophet ﷺ that is in Adam ﷺ. So, make no mistake, we are no better than Shaitan. In fact, we are worse than Shaitan. Wahhabis, they're not liking this. Scholars, they're not liking this. But we say to them, Shaitan disobeyed Allah one time. He worshipped Allah hundreds and thousands of years. He worshipped Allah. And he's seen the paradises. He's seen the hellfire. He's seen the world. He's seen worlds. He has worshipped in the paradises. He is worshipping with the angels. He disobeyed Allah. He went beyond his limits. He passed his limits once. No one can say he disobeyed Allah twice. One time. Allah is saying, make sajda to that one. He's saying, I will not. The reason is, that one is made from mud. I made from fire. So many excuses he's giving, of course. I am better. He is low. I've been worshipping you all these hundreds of thousands of years, he has not. Saying, that one, I'm not going to make sajda, because sajda is only for you. It's shirk. Like so many Wahhabis they are saying now. Don't make sajda. Don't ask for prayers. Don't go to tombs. Don't ask madad from saints that are living and those who have passed. All this is shirk. Exactly what Shaitan did. Shaitan is not saying, I'm declaring myself to be ilah. No, he's saying Allah is Allah. But he's saying, you're making me to make sajda to this one? I make sajda only to Allah, not to this one. He thinks Allah does not know. Astaghfirullah. So who is making this shirk? But Shaitan is not making the shirk. Shaitan is not declaring himself to be a Lord. Count how many times in our lives we complain. Count how many times in our lives we are cursing. Count how many times in our lives we are unhappy with Allah. And we are being disobedient to Allah. Count. Shaitan one time. Us. Now, say that you are better than Shaitan. No. It is not. If you are having a drop of faith and you're having intelligence, you're going to sit down and you're going to understand this. Then you're going to say, I must remove all these veils that makes me to be away from my Lord. Because now, what are those veils that is blocking us to be with our Lord? What are those veils that is making us to be away from our Prophet, to be away from our Shaykh? Tariqat is concentrating on those questions to remove that. It's concentrating on that. It's not concentrating on how much knowledge you know. You may know a lot of knowledge. You may know a lot of Quran knowledge, or Hadith knowledge, or Sirat knowledge, or Fiqh knowledge. So many knowledges you may know. But if you're not, still you have not gotten rid of the anger from inside of you. All that knowledge is that you have, it burns it. The anger burns all that knowledge is. It's for nothing. Zero. If you're not getting rid of that arrogance, if you're looking at yourself better than people, if you're saying, what, me? No. Then that jealousy, that anger, that arrogance, that stubbornness, all these characteristics that we inherit from Shaitan will burn all the knowledge, all the blessings, all the sawabs, everything that we've done. Tariqat is to concentrate on that. It is like you're collecting, on the one hand, you're collecting money and you're putting it inside your house, but the back door is open and the thief is coming to empty it out. You're thinking you're still collecting, you think you have a lot, but it's all empty because your back door, you left it open. Close that door. If you don't close that door, judgment day will happen. You think that you have collected so much, it will be empty. Yes. So Tariqat is concentrating on that. To be able to understand all those 4 characteristics that is coming from Shaitan, the anger, the arrogance, the stubbornness, and the jealousy. All these 4 characteristics, only the Shaykh, only the awliya Allah, not scholars, only the awliya Allah, they're able to work with you to get rid of it. And in these days, not too many shaykhs they are doing that. I tell you that much. They may sit, they may make qasidas, they may make mawlids, they may make zikr, they may give talks that will make you to fly, but they are not equipped to handle and to train the ego. They are not. to have that kind of shaykh, like our Sahibul Saif, you're not going to find hundreds of thousands around him, because everyone is running away from that kind of training. He's going to knock you wall to wall. He's going to discipline you. He's going to clean you. Isn't the whole point to clean you? Isn't the whole point of zikr and worship and everything is to clean you? What is the use? You're putting on beautiful clothes like your knowledge is. You're putting on beautiful perfumes. You're wearing so much jewelry. Like all these things that you're proud of accumulating from reading here and there. But you are dirty. You're dirty from the inside. You're dirty from the outside. You're not cleaning yourself. What is the sense in that? But in order to clean, yes, the murid who takes bayat with a shaykh, he has to submit. And he has to understand, yes, he is dirty. And the shaykh at that time will start cleaning him. It's not going to be an easy process. The shaykh, if he's really concerned about you, if he really cares about you, and is going to bring you from asfal as-safilin, from the lowest to the most perfect form that we have been created. What is that? The most perfect form? Ahsani Taqwim. That Adam alayhi salam was created in Ahsani Taqwim. To go back to that reality. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, our Shaykh, and reminding us, وَلَكَرْ كَرَمْنَا بَنِي Adam. We have honored the children of Adam. To come to that station of children of Adam, to be honored by Allah. That Allah is not saying we've honored the angels or the jinns or the animals. He has honored the children of Adam. To be honored, to be the children of Adam that the whole of creation is bowing down to. You need tariqat. You need to submit. You need to understand. You need to obey. You need to clean. That time when the container is clean, they will fill it up. And it's not going to get lost. It's not going to get dirty. It's not going to get stolen. That time when you fill it up, you will come to understand, no longer am I going to do it for myself. I must try to save the others. I'm not looking just for myself, the best of this world for myself and the best for myself in the akhirat. Yes, of course, there is a dua coming from the Rasulullah ﷺ that so many people, they are misunderstanding too. They are thinking the best of this world and the best of akhirat and to be free from the fires of hell. The best of this world is what the kafirs on television, they are showing. That is the best, not what Holy Prophet is showing. What Holy Prophet ﷺ is showing, what the Sahabai Kiram, what the awliyaullah they're doing, that is the best. And that is what tariqat is teaching. But no, they say we want to live like kafirs and we want to die like mu'mins and we want to be in the paradises like awliyaullah. You cannot. Holy Prophet did not live like that. None of his inheritors lived like that. The purpose of tariqat is to make us to understand what is important. What is important? What is the most important thing now that I have to do? The most important thing is for us to gain that title of Abdullah. For us to be honored, inshallah Rahman, as a Bani Adam. We're so far away from that, definitely. We're so far away from that because not many, very few, they want to sit and to be trained. Very few, they want to sit and they say, yes, we have to be cleaned up. We have to be washed up. We have to be knocked wall to wall. Very few. Everyone is coming to tariqat to be praised. To be praised. For the Shaykh to say, MashaAllah, what nur coming from your face. To be praised, to say, MashaAllah, such high station you are. To be praised, to say, MashaAllah, you are a saint. You are this and you are that. No one who is coming to tariqat these days to understanding that he is ajiz and he is najis. That he is helpless and he is dirty. Sincerely. Everything has a protocol. If you sincerely believe, your life will show that. Your actions will show that. Your manners will show that. You cannot say, no, I believe I'm helpless, but you're seeing, you're living your life like a selfish, angry person, arrogant, and very stubborn. No. Everything has to have a proof. So tariqat is gathering hearts that want to be golden. Tariqat is gathering the hearts that want to get rid of all ilahs except for Allah. Tariqat is gathering all those hearts from the day of creation, from the day, not from the day that the angels were making prostration, day before that, the day of Qalubala, when we are prostrating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah, we are saying to Allah, you are my Lord. Allah is saying, am I not your Lord? And we're saying, Qalubala, yes, you are my Lord. And we are believing in that. We were there. Tariqat is to make you to remember that. To bring you back to your senses. Not to make you to sink deeper into this dunya. Not to sink deeper into the pleasures and the treasures of this dunya. Not to sink into your nafs. Not to sink into your hawa. Not to sink and following your ego and following shaitan. No, it is not. Tariqat Sufism has become a game. Tariqat light. Just gather together, sing a few songs. Now we reach to the highest. We reach to Maqam al-Mahmud. MashaAllah. Maqam al-Mahmud? Really? Really? You really believe that? You really believe that? You really believe that you're a general of Mahdi alayhi salam and we're looking and you're smoking? You're doing so many things that is against the sunnah to the Rasulullah alayhi salam. May Allah protect us from this kind of hypocrisy. We are not immune from it. Don't later say that he is saying about others, is not saying from himself. Yes, we may have that too. Everyone has that. Alhamdulillah, we have the training of our Shaykh. And we have a Jamaat. And the training of our Shaykh and the Jamaat will be there to remind us, even if we make a detour, even if we stray, even if we are not going on the main way, because we are weak. One day we're up, one day we're down. But we come out from the main road because of our Shaykh's training and because of the Jamaat, we can quickly go back to the road. How are we going to go back? Through Sohbat. Tariqatan as-Sohbat fil hayr min jamiyah. This tariqat is based on the Sohbat. Only in the Sohbat then you will get what you are looking for. You will get the ammunition to fight against the shaitan. You will get a vision to understand how to look to this world, how to look at yourself, how to look at others, how to be in a Jamaat, how to live your life as a Muslim, how to have strength and how to have power in these days, because Muslims are ashamed of their religion. They are embarrassed to be Muslims. They are embarrassed to sound like Muslims, to look like Muslims. They are embarrassed. They are saying, we don't have to. Let's not scare the kafirs. We must look like them, behave like them, be like them for them to love us. Since when? This is the way of Islam. And they're saying this is dawah. You're completely in denial. And you're going completely against the Rasulullah. Now we have high-level scholars calling themselves Shaykhul Islams also, leading millions of people to the hellfire. Yes, definitely. Because the same scholar calling themselves the Shaykhul Islam is saying you have to celebrate Christmas. You have to celebrate Christmas. And categorically, he's saying it is okay. You should. And he's saying maybe we should be celebrating also the Mawlid of Musa alayhi salam. And all these other ones. Where are you getting your knowledge from? Where are you getting your power from? Where are you getting your ammunition to speak these words? Shaitan. Holy Prophet did that? No. Sahaba Kiram did that? No. No matter how you twist it, you say, well, Prophet fasted on the day of Ashura, Jews also fasted. So it's like celebrating, you know. It is not. He did not celebrate. He fasted. He could have said, Seeing the Christians celebrating Christmas, he could have said, well, we're going to fast also on this date. He didn't. So why are you making new bidat? I don't like to say that. Wahhabis, they like to say that, but it is open. They're saying we should celebrate. It's okay. We're asking. The Kafirs, every day they are cursing to Islam. They're cursing at the Holy Prophet ﷺ. They're not trying to look like us. They're not celebrating our festivals. They're not giving us any respect or any honor. In fact, they are trying to destroy Islam every day, and we are under their heels, humiliated. And now is the time for us to go to them and beg them for friendship. Something is wrong. If it was done, which never in 1400 years it was done, Prophet didn't do it, Sahaba Kiram didn't do it, Tabi'in didn't do it, Awliya Allah, they did not do it, the Holy Ottomans, they did not do it. They were ruling not one kind of Christians, all the Christian denominations they were ruling at that time. They were fighting amongst themselves in Europe, and they're coming to the lands of the Ottomans because they understand that the Ottomans, they are adil, they are just. And they say we'd rather be under the crescent than under the cross. So many of them. And the Ottomans were a superpower at that time. Give me one instance that we say we celebrate. One alim, one ulama, one awliya Allah. Impossible. Ahir zaman. Ahir zaman. But Muslims, they are heedless and they are sleeping. Where is this heedlessness coming from? If you don't have a trainer who's going to wake you up to understand the tricks and traps of your own ego, you're going to be heedless, definitely. Yes. Somebody asked me the question, isn't it? How are you going to understand from the tricks and the traps of Dajjal? Or your ego? The Shaykh has to teach you that. Because if you understand your ego, the tricks and the traps of your ego, the thousands, the hundreds of thousands of the tricks and traps of your ego, and it's not an easy training. The Shaykh is not going to praise you. He's going to knock you wall to wall. Once you understand that, you have a vision and you'll see with a vision of Allah. Yes, you will be a believer. Then you'll start to understand how this world is functioning. You start to understand where those ones are fooling you and where those ones they're trying to cheat you and where those ones they're trying to bring you to hellfire. But if you're not training your ego, then you're going to look, everything is pinkish, everything is new, it's okay, it's a beautiful world. It's not Ahir Zaman. It's springtime. Arab spring, everywhere spring. It is Ahir Zaman. But the knowledge of Ahir Zaman will not come to you unless the knowledge about yourself and your ego is awakened by a real Shaykh who is going to train your ego. Otherwise, impossible. You're only going to have illusions and delusions, and you're going to start making claims. You'll never find peace. You can go anywhere. You will never find peace. Because the peace is not inside. Because inside, you have shaitan. You have your ego. You have the dunya. You have hawa. They locked you. Inside, you have your arrogance. And you have the stubbornness. You have your jealousy. And you have your anger. It locked you. That time, you can go to Medina. You will not find peace. That time, you can go to Mecca, you will not find peace. You can be inside the Kaaba Sharif, you will not find peace. You can be inside the Kabir Sharif, you will not find peace. You can go to Tarim, you can go anywhere you want, you will not find peace. Because you did not put peace in your heart. Because your heart is locked with all those wrong characteristics. Unless you remove that, you will never find peace, no matter where you are. Unlock that. Find a real Shaykh. A Shaykh is not just someone you feel good sitting next to, okay? You feel nice and it brings you to a high. That is not a Shaykh. Anyone can do that. You can be sitting next to a celebrity or a magician. You can be sitting next to someone that you're attracted to. Same thing. No. The Shaykh has to bring you from dunya to Mawla. It is a long journey. It is not an easy journey. Awliya Allah, Anbiya Allah, they are warning, they are speaking, warning us about death. It is a long journey. It's a very difficult journey. And those ones who are giving you the same kind of warnings, hold on to them. I'm not saying those other ones, they're not teaching this, they are false. No, they are true. They are good, maybe. But they don't give you that high teaching. Yes, this is the highest teaching. Because the highest knowledge is knowing Allah. But you can only know Allah if you know yourself. So those ones who are going to teach you about yourself, they have the highest knowledge and they are the highest ones. That's why this tariqat is the tariqat al-aliyah. Because it teaches you about yourself. The end of their tariqat is the beginning of our tariqat. You can be swallowing the whole Quran. So many other ones, they say, oh, we only make people to memorize Quran, you're learning the fiqh. Oh, very sunnah, very strict, very good, very clean, very pure. You can be swallowing not one book. You can be swallowing 4 books. The Quran, the Zabur, Injil, and the Tawrat. You can be swallowing 104 books. But if you still have those wrong characteristics, shaitanic characteristics, not by swallowing those books you'll be able to get rid of it. Only by meeting a trainer, a sheikh, that the sheikh can then take it out and clean it. And you have to go through washing. You have to scrub yourself. It's not going to be easy, but the prize, the blessing, the reward, inshallah Rahman, what we are aiming for is Abdullah. To be the servant of Allah. And to be that one that Allah is saying, this one is my servant, and this one is a Bani Adam. May Allah forgive us. May Allah forgive us. May Allah forgive us. We are weak creatures, and we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for more strength from our Shaykh, from our Sultan, from our Prophet. So many foolish ones, they're saying, so, why are you asking from Shaykh? Why are you not asking from Allah? Hey, idiots. I'm not going to now sit down and answer another one whole hour about why people are doing this. People lost already Islamic knowledge. Open hadith. Allah, open ayat. Allah is saying, seek means to come close to me. Our shahadat is not only La ilaha illallah, it's Muhammad Rasulullah. If we don't say Muhammad Rasulullah, our La ilaha illallah is not counted. That's why the Wahhabi shaitans, they are saying, don't put Allah and Muhammad there. Just put Allah. Because if you put Muhammad ﷺ, the calligraphy, there on your wall or in the masjid, you're making a shirk. Idiots. Same thing that shaitan is saying. I make sajda only to you, Allah, not to this one. Yeah. So many kinds of sajdas too. For everyone's information. So, yes, where Allah is saying, seek means to come close to me, and we are seeking the means of every means that is close to Allah. We're asking madad from 124,000 prophets. We're asking madad from 124,000 saints that are living. We're asking madad from all the saints that have come from the time of Adam alayhi salam and now, for us to continue in this way, for us to be Abdullah. Nothing else. Don't look for something else. These are very dangerous times. Our Shaykh is advising us that these words, if it is something that is going to give you benefit, it is coming from our Shaykh. Definitely, it is coming from our Shaykh. It is not coming from me. It is nothing that is coming from me. We learn everything from our Shaykh, and this is just a drop from his ocean. Inshallah Rahman, we're waiting, inshallah, for us to be reunited with him. May Allah make us clean and strong in this way until that time. May we not be fooled by our ego. May we leave this month of Safar strong and enter into the month of Rabiul Awwal, the month of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, strong. May it bring different openings and different blessings for us and for all those ones who are looking. Wa min Allah tawfiq, hurmatil Habib, hurmatil Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.